How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be using the 94 overall Ben Zobrist, the Battle Royale 12-0 Flawless reward. I'm going to be debuting him in this switch hitting event. I picked this card up for about 300,000 stubs on the market, so let's go ahead and try him out. I need about 14 more wins in order to unlock Eddie Murray, and I did stream all of these games over on Twitch for about 6.5 hours earlier today. So I wanted to kind of upload some highlights from some of those games. I won't be able to include all of them. Let me go ahead and hide the face cam so you can take a look at the feedback, the PCI placement, and everything involved with hitting and pitching in this game. One thing I want to mention is that I realized during the stream that my pitching is absolutely terrible on All-Star, and I have a really tough time locating consistently with where I'm trying to throw in the zone and really just mixing it up well. So we have to hit the ball in order to win these event games. The majority of the games I've lost so far are games I've either got out hit or I did something stupid on the base paths and kind of beat myself, or I kind of did something stupid at the plate and swung at too many bad pitches. Beat myself when I am locked in at the plate, when I'm taking good swings, squaring up the ball consistently. That's when I'm having the most success in this game. So here we have Ben Zobrist, first at bat. I've already gotten out with them a few times. The first game I didn't get anything going with them. Here we get a double off the wall. That was a solid swing from the right side. He's facing a left-handed pitcher. Ended up getting thrown out at third. Figured I would try out his 65 speed, test it out. He got a weird animation in left field, but we still got thrown out. So we are going to give up a lot of home runs in this game, in this event, in MLB The Show 20 in general. Hitting is pretty easy to do in this game, especially on All-Star. So any pitch over the middle of the plate, I expect it to be sent out for a home run. Here the opponent gets 2 solo shots in a row to start the game, and we are able to go deep in the third inning. I figured I would include this game, but once again, I end up losing this one. Did not hit well enough and capitalize on some opportunities. I mean, we're down to the last out. Ben Zobrist is up, and he is going to smack a double. So he gave me a chance, but I did not quite capitalize in this opportunity. End up losing this game 2-1. But Ben Zobrist, very good card to start off. Wanted to include that nice double the other way. He does have the shift on him when he's batting from the left side with nobody on base. So that is something to keep in mind as well if you're looking to get that card. I think that card is very valuable because of the utility aspect, the switch hitting aspect, and the fact that he has pretty good defense with gold fielding at each of those positions and 65 speed. I'm going to use Ben Zobrist on my team. So in that last game, I gave up a grand slam. Here we hit a grand slam. So lost a couple of these games on getting out hit, like I mentioned, and then also not performing at the plate. When I'm able to square the ball up, take good swings, and have good timing, I'm able to score some runs and get something going at the plate, start to get in a little bit of a rhythm. And even when I have scored a few runs, I really need to continue to put it on the opponent because I've been giving up so many runs in these games. So that is something that I did want to mention as well. I mean, sure, some of these games I was able to get a few quit outs and people that lost connection during the middle of home runs and stuff like that. But for the most part, if they stayed in the game, they probably would have been able to come back, or at least make a push towards a comeback because of the way I pitch on All-Star in this game. Anyway, Ben Zobrist hits his first home run, followed up by Chipper Jones. This opponent was using White Sox players and Tampa Bay Rays pitchers to try to complete missions, and I'm also trying to complete missions myself. I'm looking to grind out the Prestige Chipper Jones. I'm looking to grind out Prestige Mickey Mantle, and I have been able to make a good amount of progress in this event so far. Probably getting about a third of the way there, or closer to halfway, but when it's all said and done with Chipper Jones on the Prestige side. And then of course with Mickey Mantle, you need a lot more stats, and I haven't really played with that card that much. But here in this game, we get something going, a couple perfect hits in a row. Carlos Gonzalez starting this next inning off with a double. We have Alberto Mondesi coming up, and he's going to launch one into the gap. Started to hit the ball and see the ball much better towards the middle of the stream, towards a few games in to the event. Started to have a better reaction time at the plate and start to pick up the ball out of the pitcher's hand a little bit better. Sometimes it takes me a few games. Sometimes I start off on a hot streak and I start off hitting the ball well. It just depends on the day. Each day is a new day. Sometimes I warm up when I play this game, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just hop in and try to hit the ball and practice as I'm kind of playing against another opponent, if that makes sense. So with the hitting tips, you can kind of use them to your advantage. At the same time, I'm not always going to warm up before I play, and sometimes that shows. So I want to mention that as well. Here in this game, we gave up 2 solo shots in the first inning. Ketel Marte hit one, and someone else hit one as well. Here we're facing Ketel Marte once again, and he sends this one out for a 3-run shot. So he goes up by 3 runs. I only have 6 outs left to work with, and I still need a few more outs in this inning in order to try and tie up this ball game. But take a look at this play right here. Chipper Jones runs into the stands and catches this ball. I thought that was insane. I've only seen that one other time in MLB The Show, and it was actually against me. The other team ran into the wall and made the play. So I wasn't sure if that's actually what I was seeing, but that time I saw it on defense, so I figured that it actually happened. I wonder what the opponent saw as well. Anyway, Chipper Jones goes back-to-back with Ben Zobrist to make this a 1-run game. That's going to bring up Mickey Mantle. Still nobody down in the inning. He brought in Lee Smith, and we are able to hit 3 home runs in a row. That swing right there with Mickey Mantle, the PCI wasn't all the way on. It was not even close. But that is going to come into play with the confidence meter. He goes to Rob Nen and gets a couple outs with Rob Nen. I pinch hit Eddie Matthews and hit a walk-off homer. So 4 home runs in the inning gives us the win and a walk-off in that game. Now sometimes, you get locked in at the plate and you're able to score a lot of runs. Sometimes it goes the same way for the opponent. They get locked in and you give up a bunch of runs. You just cannot get an out. And sometimes that's the case. So here the opponent hits a solo shot to start the game off. Chipper Jones goes deep. And now we're trying to, go home run for home run in this situation. Try to tie up the ball game. I know we're going to give up more runs. And it's more than likely going to happen. It's just a matter of when the opponent's going to get the job done and get something going at the plate himself. So we need to keep going. We need to hit a couple solo shots. I thought this one was going to be a pop fly to the warning track, but he tried to rob it. Kind of gave me the tell that it was a home run. Here's a no-doubter, a perfect fly ball, fastball, up and inside, just above the plate, off the foul pole. So now we're up 3-1. We have Adalberto Mondesi. This card is incredible. His swing is amazing. He's done a lot of damage against me in this event. Here we hit the fastball 93 with good okay contact, 88 off the bat, but it gets down out there. If he had a faster left fielder, probably makes the play, but still went with the diving effort and was unable to make the grab. Anyway, Carlos Santana is up at the plate now, and he sends one out against Oliver Drake. Fastball low and away, early squared up. Looked like I got it off the end of the bat, but it was sent out for a home run. Chipper Jones is hitting another home run here. Perfect fly ball the other way. Wait on that one just long enough and smacked it out for a solo shot. Now we have Mickey Mantle up. We need to get the stats with both of these guys, and they're both going back-to-back. So a no-doubter from Mickey. That was a similar swing to the last game. Just got a little bit more of the barrel and the bat on it. It was a slider over the middle, and we hit it out for a no-doubter. So scored 10 runs in this game so far, but I've also given up a ton of runs in this game. So I know that it's just a matter of time. Somebody's going to blow me out in this game, and it's just going to happen. It is what it is. All-star games are really tough. I mean, it's tough to consistently get people out. It's tough to, in this situation, when the opponent or myself is hitting everything thrown, then it makes it really difficult. You put the pressure on the opponent, and it starts to, everything starts to fall in. Ben Zobrist with the base hit to tack on another one. I'll leave the runners there to try and get more runs. With Chipper Jones right here, that'd be pretty solid. I'm batting over 500 with Chipper, and he goes deep yet again. So 14 homers for Chipper out of 30-something hits. That's really nice. That card is absolutely amazing. Been one of my best hitters since I picked him up. And even though, this is Ben Zobrist's debut, I haven't really had too much success with Ben Zobrist because of the at-bats that I've had with him. He has been very good. He's batting around 300, couple home runs, a lot of extra base hits. Almost all of his hits are either homers or extra bases. But in this specific game right here, just as I scored 15 runs in the last one, we're getting absolutely smacked already here in the first inning. He's got 2 runs already across and 2 guys in scoring position. Vladimir Guerrero up, and he launches that one out. A fastball right over the middle of the plate. This Troy Percival has been horrible for me. He was all right when I first used him, and now he has like a 13 ERA. So he has not really done well, but at the same time, I haven't pitched well with anyone. really, in this entire event. Tom Glavine's getting lit up. The only pitcher I've had some success with is probably Eric Gagne, and he's only a reliever I can use like every other game or so. In this game, we're down by 7. I'm still looking to make the comeback. I'm not going to quit these games unless I'm losing by like 10 to 15 runs and I'm just simply not hitting the ball. I'm going to constantly try and make the comeback, try and chip away at the deficit, try and unlock some of these prestige missions or complete some of these prestige missions while I'm losing. I mean, I might as well. We already have 1 out in the inning. We are able to chip away here, though. Scored 3 runs, make it a 9-5 ball game. Mickey Mantle goes deep after Ben Zobrist goes deep. And now we have Adalberto Mondesi down to the last out, down to the last strike, and he smacks that one. That one was absolutely launched. That ball almost got out of there on a line, early squared up. I was on top of it, so it could have easily been a ground ball to end the game. But it was sent out for a double. Go with the pinch hitter, Luis Gonzalez, and we popped that one up. End this video on the loss, but we almost made that comeback, just 1 swing away. And that's going to do it for this video. I will be uploading another video tomorrow morning with some of these event gameplay highlights. Thank you for watching, and peace out.